Good morning, Bishop Lynch. Today is Wednesday, March 20th, 2013. I'm Emily Bearden.
And I'm Duncan McMurtry, and you're watching the belated birthday bash edition of Across Campus. Now a segment for something I'm very well versed on, freshmen.
Starting high school can be a scary experience for some people. Getting thrown into a new environment is difficult, and it helps to have your friends around. It also helps if the older kids engage you in what's going around on campus. Let's see how the freshmen are adjusting and if they feel the upperclassmen are treating them how they would want to be treated.
I've gotten more comfortable with being in the hallways and knowing my way around, and it's a lot less scary to be around people that I don't know, and I don't feel awkward around all these people that I am new to.
Things have changed because I'm definitely not as awkward, probably still awkward, but not as awkward as I was the first years.
I've gotten used to the whole system of things, and ever since I've been in the musical, I've met so many new people. It's awesome.
Well, ever since I was in football, I started hanging around older guys, and I'm really not intimidated by the seniors or nothing, so I'm real cool with them.
I feel more comfortable around here. It feels like home. I don't really feel nervous as I was as a freshman.
Do you feel welcomed by the upperclassmen?
Some of the time, yeah. I have some upperclassmen friends, but sometimes I feel they're ew, freshmen. And
When you were a freshman, what do you wish the upperclassmen had done to make you feel more welcome?
I wish they hadn't have made it so oh yeah, we're seniors, you're freshmen, you have to go do all that stuff because you're a little underclassmen. I wish they'd have been more equalness.
For the way I was treated in volleyball, how the seniors tried to help me and stuff. Now that I'm in musical, I try to treat the freshmen like everyone else and not like they are underclassmen. So yeah, I'd say that I treat them about the same. In hallways, though, I would say that I look at freshmen as not as much as me, so I should be let through.
Okay, why do people think it's a taboo to have an upperclassman and lowerclassman relationship?
No, I really think seniors and freshmen should be friends with each other just because age doesn't matter in the real world.
I think they just think that it's not cool to have friends that are underclassmen, but I have friends that are underclassmen like Annette Wabake.
No, I think it's normal. If you're in the same programs together, then you're gonna be friends. So,
could you tell us a little bit about ambassadors?
The ambassadors are a group of students that their main job is to represent the school at events on campus as well as off campus to help the freshmen integrate into school in the beginning of the school year, and then just kind of make sure that they're doing okay, and if not, let somebody know if they need help and what their thoughts are as to what we could do to help them. Just making sure that they're making friends and adjusting well to the schedule and classes and things like that.
So remember, upperclassmen, next time you see a freshman or somebody new, don't turn your back. Be sure to introduce yourself and show them the true spirit of Bishop Lynch. This has been Annette Wabake and I reporting for Across Campus.
Thank you, Margot and Annette, for that report. I just want to give a huge shout out to all the freshmen out there.
In today's world, medical advancements are moving at a rate that we can hardly keep up with. Salem and Jeff have more on how far scientists are willing to go.
Well, a major medical breakthrough for babies born with HIV to report to you. Doctors in the U.S. state of Mississippi say a 2-year-old girl has been functionally cured of the disease.
So what this says, possibly, is that maybe other babies can do this.
Due to recent advancements in medicine, a possible cure for the HIV virus could become a reality. But how far are scientists willing to go to save people's lives? Jeff and I have more on this report.
Have you heard about the recent possible HIV cure?
Yes, I've heard of it.
What are your opinions on it?
I think it would be nice to be able to cure HIV, so. there's a lot of people dying from AIDS and whatnot, so.
Yeah, some girls got cured apparently.
What do you think about that?
I think it's great, I guess, if there's not that many side effects to like whatever cure it was.
Yes, I have heard about that incredible situation, and I hope that's true. I hope it's not just specific to that case or to that age group. I certainly hope that we have really come up with a potential cure for AIDS. I remember when AIDS came out on the, on the forefront of society. I was young, but I remember when the disease was being identified, and it was terrible, terrible, terrible disease. And I've seen the effects of it and people suffering. And to think that in my lifetime there's a possibility that it could be cured is very exciting. And I hope that this is truly a cure that eradicates it, and it's not just to a certain group of persons.
That is very exciting that we have a baby who is cured from HIV, and that's just a medical first. So there's a lot of research that's going to continue with that, and it might mean that we can cure HIV in young infants, and that would save millions of lives around the world. So that's a wonderful thing.
I think the purpose of modern medicine today should be to try and cure all diseases.
Yes.
Do you think there could be any negative ramifications to curing all diseases?
No, I really think diseases, pathogenic organisms interfere with the operation of the body as it was made to function, as God made it to function. And so I do think that if we can cure diseases, that's a wonderful thing.
Do you think the objective of medicine should be to try to cure all diseases possible?
I don't know if that's possible. I don't think necessarily that's the objective. I think that doctors, researchers are always looking for cures, and different diseases get more attention and funding than others based on usually how many people are affected. Unfortunately, that's the way it's good and bad, because then lesser known diseases might not get as much research and attention. But I think that there's always going to be there's always going to be a group of people that are interested in different things, and I think research in general is good, because what they find out for one disease may be helpful for others too.
With these recent advancements in medicine, many lives could be saved and the disease could possibly be eradicated. This has been Salem Abghazali and Jeff Sullivan reporting for Across Campus.
Thanks, Jeff and Salem, for that report. And now it's time for The Walk Across.
Hey beautiful, how's it going? I see you sitting by this fire extinguisher, probably because you're on fire. Now, I got a question for you. How would you feel about going to the BL Track Invitational with me on Thursday?
Yeah, Duncan, I'm not really feeling it.
Okay, alright, that's fine. How about the Men's Golf District Preview? I'll be participating.
Yeah, still no.
Alright, this has to be it. 5 o'clock softball game at Argyle Liberty. I'm driving.
No.
God.
Come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money when you look at that, do you, money?
On Friday, it's sophomore, junior spring retreat, which means seniors and freshmen don't have any school. So I don't know what you're doing, since we have the day off, but I was thinking maybe we could hit up the 4 o'clock varsity baseball game at TCA, or maybe the 6 o'clock JV game here. How you feeling about that?
No, that's okay. I'd rather not go with you.
You're not doing anything on Saturday. I was thinking maybe me and you could go to the state powerlifting meet, then the freshman boys baseball game at noon at McKinney North. And Sunday we could go to the cheer banquet or the brigade banquet. I mean, really your call.
I don't think so.
How are you doing?
Good.
Monday's a B-day, and I know you're playing varsity tennis at 4:30 against PCA. Maybe I'll run by and watch. Afterwards, we could check out the school board meeting at 7 o'clock. How do you feel about that?
No.
Man, I guess all the pretty girls be standing by the fire extinguishers these days. Yeah. So, like Tuesday, got like 7:50 mass. Got 4 o'clock varsity tennis versus Argyle Liberty. 4:30 varsity softball at Bishop Dunn. 5 o'clock freshman baseball here against Nolan. 7 o'clock JV baseball here against Nolan. Varsity baseball at 7 at Nolan. Which one of those you going to with me? Hey Nicole, I was thinking like next Wednesday, B-Day midday schedule. Freshman baseball plays at 5 against Nolan. JV 7 o'clock at Nolan, and then varsity here at home at 7. What do you think about joining me for one of those?
I mean, I've always wanted to go on a date with you.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
So maybe after that we can catch next week's edition of Across Campus.
I would just like to thank everyone for being part of my belated birthday bash, and we'll see you next week.
Where the news is.
Right where you are, across campus.